Today I'm with Des Walsh. Thank you, Des, for joining us. We are going to be talking about LinkedIn because you have a history of being a guru, I'll say, in LinkedIn. You've written a book back when it first came out. You've been giving talks for the last 15 to 20 years. I really appreciate that you'll spend some time with us and talk to people in the IT area about how they can use LinkedIn either as a professional, as a business, and really the key one is also for university students or TAFE students leaving. So I'll jump right in and ask you, how do people that are finishing their studies, how do they tackle LinkedIn?
Yeah, great. And great to be here, Frank. Thank you for inviting me. And, I think there's so many people around now who talk about LinkedIn, and it's evolved over the years. So, things can change, and I communicate about it to the best of my current knowledge. There may be something happening now that I don't know about. So many changes happening with LinkedIn. But I think that often those people just leaving university or TAFE can be left a bit stranded in this, because on the one hand someone's saying, have you got a LinkedIn profile? And they don't know what that's about, and they don't know how it's going to help them. And then they get into this business that it's about putting your resume up there. So they dutifully create the resume, they get one of their mates to take a photograph of them, and they put that up, and they're not sure how all that works. What I say to them is, get started, get off on the right foot. The thing I'm always saying to people with LinkedIn is, don't just provide lists, I call them shopping lists, I've done this, and this, but tell a story. And now some young people I've worked with feel a bit daunted about that, because they say, I'm not in a job yet, I've just been studying 4 years, and I can list the courses I've done and the degree I've got. And I often find that they've actually been working, because, things aren't as easy for a lot of the young students now as they might have been some years ago in terms of sustaining themselves, so that they might well be working behind a bar or driving an Uber or working at Macca's or whatever. Those are really important to put in, because I say think about what the potential employer is looking for. What they're really looking for is, I believe, most of us who've been or are employers, what do we look? We look for character. We look for whether people know what work is, or whether they've never worked a day in their life. That's a bit of a worry. We're looking for whether they're curious and willing to learn, and we're looking for usually some sort of ambition. They're not just looking to get our job as a springboard to another one, or at least not a springboard next week or next month. So people can, those students have got a story to tell, because they're not 10 years old anymore. They've done things in their life. They may have been captain of a football team or a netball team or something. They may have had some role in the school. They may have done community work in their spare time. All those things help me as an employer think, hey, this is a pretty rounded young woman, young man who's got a good grasp on life. And the other thing is, if they've got values that maybe, I was thinking about this on the way here. I would not think it was corny if I was an employer, if a student said, my parents taught me the value of hard work, the importance of honesty, tell the truth even if it hurts, some of those things. See, football teams now don't just hire people don't just engage star players because they're stars. A lot of football coaches now look for character, because they don't want the idiots in the team. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the people who are not going to be team players. So if someone says, I've been a member of these, I'm a member of the Surf Life Saving Association, I play in a football team, they know about teamwork. So this is a story that someone can tell in that profile, and then also their university studies, what they specialised in school, what they love. People want to know what you love, what's your passion, not just you've done things. Does that make sense?
It's very good. Yes.
And I'd say to any young student, go for it now, get your profile set up, and they say, oh, but I don't have any connections. Start looking for them. And if you meet someone who's in business and you like what they do, say, hey, could I connect with you on LinkedIn? Sure, they'll say, because everybody wants to help young people, everybody intelligent. And so ask parents, ask uncles, aunts, cousins, who do you know who's in business or in my special field, IT, or in And they may be looking for work in academia, you know. They might want to leave the university. So start to get your connections and be bold and ask people. Let's just say, I'm just starting out, I've just got this LinkedIn profile and I haven't got enough connections. Can I connect with you? And then use the system to send the invitation. They'll just say yes.
That's really good. And if I was finishing uni, that would be something that would help me and get me focused on
Yeah.
getting started.
And LinkedIn, and if I may say, LinkedIn is also really focused on those young students because they want the professionals to be still on LinkedIn in 20 years' time. So they're trying to, and they will, you can check out LinkedIn and find out who's gone to the same university or college you've been to, or that sort of thing.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, that's really good.
Good.
And students, I hope you can see a way of getting onto LinkedIn and using it for your greater good.
Yeah.
Thank you.